Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Send Safe Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash for our purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.
CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins. Assalamu alaikum baringol ngal konton kale bismillah ko reke mo be kerfata jibe kan nyin tembenna alla di grand Bantaba programme min kanale arjuma ni nyi wato sita be molbe bismillah la jim programme to milia lon ko ka sinyi wato pour ka jibe kabo Gambia jankata fo Gambia bantala mbafala mo be ko thank you so much al kanyim programme no mo nyame min kera di grand Bantaba programme oti atolle nyim programme ke nyim programme oti bel ka jibe YouTube live thank you so much al kanan nyina ka subscribe na YouTube channel oto min kera kerfata media ti milka jibe Facebook fanan alsasiano an alsistal fanan senno kerfatu ngana sponsor tindu ke je bake milialon ko leñum programme o fasa ka sembentu yandi smart GSM technology ida ba kono le meñum programme o fasa e felentin tabo ko nice building alsi mobile kendol sotono jele dala mialon ko soniata andu mobile bambandi ballem kabo Itel Techno Samsung kara fo iPhone albebe sotola jele chargeal bi jele kara fo flat screen o le ka free jolo fanan wafi jele ila kunda babe tabo ko le nice building odo al se trano talending opposite fa baka tombon jata la place ila ala corda to je donc opposite ala corda ni albe smart GSM tarra jele wala Latrikunda bambo gara soto anim base eco bank balaje ker fayda itul ka kordale wafi Gambia banko kanjang locational be kordalu soto jele mi alon ko ila locational be ada bakele lafta la dawda alsa soto no je kordalo fanay ka kalene mulu mi alon ko wol mi alon ko kene ken ngale be bulu andi lafta korda nyin lola le kordalo ri bandi ngol fanam be bulle mi alon ko ila ker series on finditale mi alon ka felenti burfoot korda lori bandingol bi jele mi alon ko ibe wafi kan altitano kera fayanda bi yele fansun korda soto e faway ngi tindu ke je bake bari nga MFH group fanan tindu ke je bake LG ning suñu ker ba fele thank you so much LG alialo ni la bagasol bambango mol ma ñoso so wala Gambia banko kan jangitol ni suñu ker be alta ni jaman laban tabir langol wala jorangol sang ela bitikol to mi alon ko wolle be Gambia banko kan jang ba fele ko mobe sitaji mol ya lonne ila bagasol be nyamen andi la kundal be damen Gambe jambari molle mi alon ko meta jande andu mole la bagasol la bambango ya lonne Gambia jangoto molbe si futa LG wala suñu kere eta bagasol sanje ngebe tendu ke je baki kanyen programme fasa ka sembentu yandi ke blodo nyen programme ko mutana ngani arjuma dola ni luntan ko tan wala ba fala mobe ko al bismillah nene welcome back another Friday again
okay buba it's another Grand Friday.
Yeah, Grand Friday.
Another grand show.
Yeah.
Another grand guest in plural.
Yeah, in plural.
Guests in plural. So show bi tay warna yanja di len nuyu di len sante commencé ko ci yow suñ boss suñ directeur ma joggé ci dem ci namo
boss bo ma yobu ni
no yow nangul rek
oh yeah
I have my opposition around here, not in the panel, but I have opposition. This low guy.
Nena lu wax ya directeur bi.
Ya directeur nangul rek nangul. Namo.
No. Nene.
Nge konton.
Nene kan.
Farange jo.
Namo.
Nene.
Onya dron.
Ahankay.
Coffee ni thank you for the coffee.
Ikake nyamen. Wolem. Ibe damen. Jelem.
Wolom.
Ibe min kekan. A kedo
Tali boy setup lebi daf mas setup.
No.
Ada rambela karala ya ka go NPV karai. So let me confess. Talibo. This NPV is sponsored by Talibo. It's not me.
So you see Nene. Talibo.
Baba dama la nama de.
No, degul rek. Affaire nama fi amul de. Nama fi amul fi de. Nene
yaay kana kol jaga sede abe kumparinde afaran kata damen tay jelon
ngo alni ne bla albina alni ne bla ko
ilamo diamay afay ko nangan
no kam fati
no man
kam fati le nyum fanan
kam fo diamula moye
kam fati
diamula moye nan ko dama bala soto ala ko do
a fonye reporto mo
last program ya report ya bakele I have thousands of reports against him.
I also have thousands of
reports. Ibe min kekan abete yatale ni mobe chocho la dorong ibe ko wolle kela kan
popular person
Okay, anyway, nuyu naa leen di nuyu suñ gan yi di leen dalal di wax ne yal nañ am show boo xam ne waxtaan yu baax yoo xam ne waxtaan yi jëm kanam la di nuyu ñëpp ñi ñuy seetaan di leen wax ne asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatulahi taala wa barakaatu di leen wax juma mubarak beneen ajuma bu sell ajuma boo xam ne yal na ànd ak wér ak wérle yàlla ànd ak jàmm indi taranga gu bare ak jàmm ju bari si suñ biir dëkk bi fii nii ba pare ñun ñëpp ñu séddoo ko yéen ñi ñuy seetaan ndeysaan saa yu nekk ma xaasal leen parce que yéen da ngeen important yéen a tax ñu toog fi so yéen da ngeen am njëriñ ci show bi nii so moo taxit nag dañ leen di sago dañ leen di tiitaroo dañ leen di bëggee parce que yéen ñu am njëriñ ngeen so moo taxit saa yu ñëwee fii nii rek ñu war a wone loolu noonu borom kër gi moom nag ndeysaan moom it xam nga li olof de wax rek ñay doo ko ñaanal rëy da nga koy ñaanal gudda fan so moom duñ ko ñaanal rëy dañ koy ñaanal yal na ko yàlla guddal fanam parce que bu fanam guddee rek taranga gi bari bu taranga gi bari ñun ñëpp ñu njëriñoo ci parce que kuy raam yóbbuwaale la kooku bu naawee xamal ne di nga dem a moom kon di ñaan rek lépp li ngay ut yàlla may la ko yàlla yokk business gi nii ba ñu nit ñu continuer di ci njëriñoo askan bi ak Gambia bi yëpp parce que yow sa media house bi nii media house yi Gambia la ñëpp a ko moom ku jaaxle fii lay ñëw ku tarangalu nag fàtte la waaye ku jaaxle rek daw si ñëw kon yow am nga njëriñ yow yaa ngi faj gàcce yaa ngi fomparongoñ continuel di def loolu noonu te nel patta nag ndeysaan du cay boole ay wax xam nga dañ ne wéy guy koppagaal kenn du ko wéy ci tefes yow sa yëngu dafa am lu bari lu muy def moo taxit nay patta rek toog fi nga toog bugguma nga wax parce que bugguma ñu catu la ku foog ne cat amut laajal président Barrow parce que moom cat jàppa na ko ba wax na ko kon cat lu am la nañ moytu cat kon yow bugguma nga wax Fatou parce que bugguma cat jàppa la na sa fandi saawaan di baawaan yow
saawaan di baawaan loolu la bëgg a wax
jërëjëf
so jëlee sa bopp bi rek wow saawaan di baawaan
dale way mo la ñoo kon de
mol konton na mba fula juma mubarak kam ma be juma jama la mbe mol be konton na men kan jibe men yalon ko fanan kila wato beta kane dankun na jang kerfatu jang mais be konto na ke tentu ke jaye na lun tambal men ngi soto jam bi fanan konto di rufta ni tul fanama na signor men yalon ko ni tel ka si Bantaba to jang namo yalon ko namu so sa la karla wala bugara karlo ankay ni fana ke waso na karla sta
no problem
Kansulo.
Donc ba sa edene ne adu ñoko le.
Aba ni folo le adu ñoko no. Non te lekata ñola te lekana ñola.
Ante lekata ñola kana ñola asana ba sa yalo ne yenni ne tombon a special pass.
Yes, yalo nene kan kolle kata ya kana ya so yaje. Bari ke nimbe de jannen kana
ya emba jana fana
no bari you should understand UDP ni NPP la teria te jamfanola
non te jamfanola because ka slow nyo singole ka so wado ka lo nyo singole
albe ni
de kay na bolo fanyi ka fosde de ka ba ka bolo jana adundi
no wote
azama jana
no nit ñi mbota na malil
su dalo be jana
ni jenda dum ben ro jamfana nit ñi mbota malil ça fait dum fajina kono
ya fanya la haglo
election lo nit ñi ne yaayta presidential election nit ñi ne yaayta
kaslo simdu
kaslo no ñi na dal
ayete kan okay
oh c'est mistake do bi
ina na wala na
parliamentary
no man daraja yalla wotu mom be sandule ñi loki dal
ngam
loki dal wotu mom be
okay continue ngo de introduce kana na luwati ja
e ba ja la ke ba fon etel mo bini no bari te winda
eni mo le ñoo kondo
ay kontondro ke le fa para
so ano mbar man kontondro bang
okay
bi tay woti
banko president kontonna president fula
President?
OIC la président, Gambia la président. Ba fly
OIC is a chairman, not
president. Is a chairman, yeah.
Proud president ndel ka mandi wala. Ba ko mandi la wala. Atele mo nyaato ko.
Beka ke NPP
be wakili dron al ya congratulate once because mbele la president.
Bela ma be foko. NPP la president le mo. Sabale mo. Ya
Gambia la president le mo.
President sabale mo. Iti ka fanya ni wala.
Ani
sabale ko.
Ani si efen kunte benna ko mo foka ni futata. isi tafo nte kabula ba fo kanya me nga fo nya
Atofo.
His Excellency the smart president of the Republic of the Gambia President Goodluck Adama Barrow
Karolu.
good luck home Cairo Tisland
Okay. Terrible, thank you so much.
Cairo, Hino,
Balafa.
Dokula opposition bouté là
Sino la.
mo man di casino
Bye ni mo le nyokondo.
Anyway, thank you so much. Me mo be kontona, mo me be jibero ke kam comment delta ka nyamen do. Arjumo kana le jang kacha kul mi yalo ko wolle be kedi banko kan naliya kacha na nyoso hakilo je hakil kilim ka hakilti wala tinna mo jama be ka sijang na nyo falling ko wolle kul mi yalo ko wolle be kedi banko kan nyarjumo fanan ko men ya fu nyame men kacha le soto jang kacha mi nga be kacha kuma baadi mon mi yalo ko wolle be sirin dunya dawda e ben jibe kanyum tammi bafla be ko ala barka baki alkala wato min di dolla pour kan jibe bafla le ko will always be here for you people. But now you know, be at a MC. Why? MC boy.
No, I will lose in it.
MC losing the boy.
MC Kabaya Motor sort of Bukaja.
namol be ka fu KMC be ko do mo la dron
No, KMC kana fenna bi. Kunu KMC kuke. Boy yalo.
No, wala mu kote instantale.
Indal ko bo.
I apologize. No, yes. No, yalo nyine seto.
Indal ko bo.
Ma bondi la.
Ko be nyindal ko be.
ba bondila
Ha?
e ba bondila
No, mbe nyo mo la.
bari defaram felen dinga ko la do la dubo man ken napp
Muna mala ko la bulu
NRP.
NRP.
Anul sungo be nyokolo le.
to nya fula bañi Amad Ba ala pati yo
Honorable for ya tel do.
Abida ko commission to.
Juma.
Ba duma commission do la bo.
ni yo ke mo jamana bi da ko
Buba jëlal la sa carte bi delloo naa la ko
Nela ko maga. Nene membo.
Thank you so much. Barka bagem be duna programme to wala fe straight because be nyanta kol min kacala be siala le bari abe be denda OIC le mi alon ko wala kera Gambia jang fa tambira be kacala OIC janna be start la kol mi alon ko wala kera OIC fango min kera wato min nambe kacala le bari OIC fanan kola kol bi alon ko wolle keta ñun bebe kala koleri bi alon ko bimbe kacala bi nga mil soto luntal ten ni nata Gambia la kuoto of course nga honorable ya menten Sanyang soto le mi alon ko adem National Assembly member di Latrikunda Constituency but atamu molti mi alon ko andeni do ko kele ñing of course am OIC project ko ñing kabrialo wato min na benu jele janning abe bolaje wala nga naati nabe kacala kodu le mi alon koy ba doko kan bari tol dabe molu kono le mi alon koy manku jamal diamu non because malla fi pour process nyin kana ta ko fona tambita so bi abe diamu la nga domin soro former information minister mo be alonne of course am DA Jawo ngate fana soto janne Demba Ali Jawo na fana be kacala aliaje le safero mi alon ko ay wole ki about nyin OIC la ko la mi alon ko ay publish no ngate fana la on Facebook page or na be kacala ko dolu fana na jang but be follow la mi ya wala honorable Sanyang because ate mu staff wolti num je mi alon ko ay do ko ke no OIC jandimbe futala of course uncle DA la honorable welcome maybe on the Grand Bantaba. This is your second time, right?
This is exactly my second time. Thank you very much, Buba. I'm content about honorable minister Kondo. I'm content about it. Nene Kondo. Ataribo Kondo. Gaga na challenge la.
Donc wala be aka be yalo ala nafa sambanun sandule mandala ben dira rawin
Na councilor Sifu.
But go.
I also give Nene the title. Councilor, all of you are councillors. I'm content about it to come and talk about OIC. Minute na project all Mambang for OIC project to Banta. Minute no real Malono for OIC Tamita. Tolin the Mundi Mineral Sotola. Landing OIC submit Besila. To the best of my knowledge. Tolonga menu plan, menu Yantakare Mankeno. Minatini Mankeno, there will be a kachala, inshallah. Instead of remember, no.
Okay.
To the best of my ability.
No problem. Honorable, welcome.
Abarka bake buba. Fana content bake pour katala la nyim Bantaba. Kal gibele actually, but this is my first time to participate. But definitely happy to adum, ngalu neko fana maybe contribution okela ngamen long OIC to follow dula alabandula and everything else. So ngamera dal kacha betle be kala yin OIC ko.
Thank you so much. Be a very interesting conversation. Honorable, this project nimu dulalti nyalo ko ite doko kino jere janning ibe baraji wato men andong ku jamal bi jele mi alon ko kite nyala jere. Can you tell us project ko nyinna ko ite munel lonje this OIC project?
Well, OIC project ngamla established the office was established 3 months then tenatje. I think it was established in late 2017, then that January to February 2018, if my memory could serve me well. But official lottery, Karasabaro Naninjao, and then a local Darije. What we found, Siran form and I remember our first Kodonga Menso found on the Masakundalbu, Bruka official in setup.
4 million?
No, it's more than 4
okay,
million.
about the payment of the salary. I understand.
No, I mean this thing.
To furnish the house. To furnish this office.
No, I even salaries.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, at the time there was no money. Exactly, you can remember very well. So official new setup and we start resource mobilization. We put strategic resource mobilization, in place. So we identify projects. We identify battle hardening.
Yeah, man go kawo jang
nga project will identify nga battle hardening identify all Kabo Airport Johnson fighter for stink on ngo identify as a priority project. We call them priority projects. Nga water and electricity gambe no jama buka for or water and electricity where jenum kurang ngo fa identify le because na nga identify ngo ning so mi wato sita courant sembo be warla sumit ma fangol as keno mole for courant la because nawek will give dedicated service to the conference center. So for that being the case, as keno lo se di tradula jamar nga electricity ning water be identify water we call electricity and water project ngodi nawek la. We also identify ngani hotel project of identify. We call it 5-star hotel. Ngo falang identify the guests so that the guests that are coming will be able to benefit from that. Nga 50-kilometer roads falang because nga nyina foko ning so mit wato be caring traffic will be high lajan. So and near traffic will divert ni motol bon disila bakang ibe ta silending mim falang kan will find taka beter. So nga 50-kilometer identify falang pour ning traffic will water batter because yarang so mit wato ndama naja ba yajang close le momenta jang use kanu because we anticipate la ngaji ko bekela but no kata say mol be slej malle fala use la pour ngo fala ndada o kata 50-kilometer roast. So these are the 4 priority projects mtronga men identify beje resource mobilization kata men na pour do ko pour nga ko do nyin soto ngo do ko ke nata dol fala identify social corporate responsibility. OIC is a big organization, so nimda banko kan nyanta social corporate responsibility comme ning institution bal mina e kan nafa min keno banko kan I ndefa ngo strategic fenjoni dara fo nyinda tala tola around the country because ngayina plan ko OIC nyanda ka footprint soto nyim banko bekan bi ni tata basé ko nyanti blockchod la OIC nyina samana ni tata LRR nyanti blockchod la OIC nyina samana ni tara CRR nyanta blockchod la OIC nyina samana dona san as part of social corporate responsibility. So disappoint obe manke dona san nataje falanko media ning OIC darta jang media GRTS man capacity soto wala disappoint bata biringa Senegal la vanoje be dunkam banko kan
they were given 32 million.
Yes, because o plano falambeje ko GRTS should have the capacity.
No, well, 32 million.
Exactly.
I think that should.
No. Before the summit, GRTS should have state-of-art equipment.
But do you think they cannot buy this equipment in this 32 million?
No. It's $32
million.
I think Honorable Minister, that's the area. But don't plan on for GRTS. Do understand? Then Senegal will not interfere. Senegal will not come because GRTS was going to have vans, any equipment needed for a sophisticated and advanced summit like this. GRTS was in place. So we also conceive ko nyanta because ni molbe dunkere banko kan askeno dolbe je sasa toina o sasa ema so ngoko say ni mal loptano lono bar Latrikunda hospital wonyanta renovate la that was planned. So nga discover ko fem manke o do fala so I ngam fa nginga say birin to bodo OIC to lebina akif Ko an ko men bebe OIC ntolanga we mobilize it together before we go. So yankuba na timo man fenne mobilize no to put on top of that money. And that's the fact. So according to men bring CEO beje former CEO Lamisane according to men kaf no nyokan. That's the only money. In fact nga promise from sort of Saudi fund for $3 million for the office operations. Ndebe borje tamme no for mon soto do. But yala wal baroma sokna me understand. Near institutional law being teta Saudi as CEO to look for the money. Pour ka kodo nyin ndanga boje nyeta way boje. So it's like different people present themselves on the same portfolio. So at the end of the day, you can do no confidence. You don't have the donor confidence. You can learn no la. We take as CEO, ite boje do it as CEO, ite boje as do it as project manager, do it as project manager. So don't look for this not a serious country. You not serious. Why will the same different people come for the same purpose but different portfolios? So that was also another problem why we could not get Nyanta mentioned from OIC.
But let's go back to electricity. You mentioned that
Yes.
Alia plan and improve electricity supply Jamaica.
Exactly.
OIC.
That was $22 million project. Yes.
$22 million.
Water was $10 million. Yes.
And that actually happened because more less suffered and then OIC wale kurang sorry. But a lot of areas in this country we are not,
yes.
we are not having
so that's
electricity.
It's a
so
failure.
but at all mune initial plan for Nawek at that time.
This is what I'm talking about. Our initial plan for Nawek was to make sure that we boost. We call these areas OIC concentrated zones. Do you understand? This corridor, we call it OIC concentrated zones to make sure that electricity is stable, so that not only the conference center, but more men for them see sabatirinja, electricity should in fine. Because konga for nyame, sabita ko ni OIC sita. Nawek will give the conference a dedicated service, a dedicated line.
That actually happened.
That happened, and people here suffered. Why? Already we have signed that $22 million contract with I don't know which company. I can't remember the company, but it is signed. And I ngalongo the project nyimbitaka. But mina atina amambano for OIC sita atambita. Geo the same thing. We realized water supply will be dedicated to the conference center. And more members jang Muslim ole mudi, Christian ole mudi, dinga ole mudi. Only LG supply money na mankla. So we also try to initiate that project. That was funded by Saudi fund, if my memory could serve me well. So msai gambero nyante fanyin kala minala. Nyante fanyin kala minna ne jindo kolbe mambano. Eko 53 head of state. Gambero ne fanyin ka. Banku 57. Minna only 6 nada. Man gambero nyante fanyin kala. If I see people come for it's a success. What success? How do you measure success? You all eka success measure no only ni alonko menyenta kela aketa. But ita malonko menyenta kela from in that particular project is a success because you saw sirens moving.
Why is it not success? But it don't find me argue kan wole nyindiko. Nying head of states manna bari ye delegates all key.
No, but this is the only country. Go to reports.
All the 57 are represented.
It doesn't matter. You know, to be represented and to appear in persona are very different. And manana al gambino le fanyin ka historically akaka bankol menka lot of head of state like mabe old. Why do we have war out of 57 and people are here shouting it's a success because you saw sirens, convoys moving, you measure as success when you don't know mfota menna because this OIC summit nyanda Gambia falena.
Okay. During the summit la kuala, let's talk about before the summit.
Okay.
Silol you have the initial plan was a bank completely before.
Absolutely.
At all la fenko mo muneltino.
Absolutely.
At that time kabirite be OIC.
Yes.
Ale mune plan num pour
the project
ita amela mune nyanta kala num yalon ko ite fi amon futa right now.
The project cycle is silol be nyanta banale before the summit.
That is from Airport Johnson to
Yes, from Airport Johnson to Stinkona. That's number 2. And even all the 50-kilometer roads.
The feeder roads.
The feeder roads. We are in control. We make decision, number 1. We are in control, number 2. OIC was never in control and they don't make decision for us. We do all of this here. Do you understand? Yeah. So, we be nyanta banale. Because malafi OIC na banku ta wala banku ta lunu wala na president wala na banku dingole bata wala pour wala na banku kan wanya tan kelen to le dahada manya na kelen bata so ni in silo close down ni silo do nyanta use la mo la ko everybody can reach wherever you want to go but ni silo mam close ta ni silo do mam pare you can imagine the traffic inconvenience these 2 days even though I didn't use this corridor.
So what about the hotel?
The hotel is a mess because ko nga fa nyame I was the secretary to that evaluation committee. Don't understand anything happened there until I base of how this contractor, Mr. Cham, instead of this investor.
I will go to the place to identify.
So you understand? So for the hotel, initially.
Can you answer the direct question?
Which question is that?
Can you repeat your question?
Oh, your land.
I'm interested to know.
Did you identify the land?
This is
or-
I don't identify the land.
Okay.
I was just part of the process to build Purka hotel lo land yankang. In fact, that land was an issue. It was later that ngalonko this land is on is an issue. Somebody owns the land. Don't understand? It's later that we can go to that later. So initially, new hotel of any investment on the side of government or any person to come as an investor. New hotel plan ko Arab bank ko new hotel lo la jang. In fact, I remember one time from concept from King Solomon Hotel. So that when we go to Saudi, King Solomon will is this King Salman?
Yeah,
the Saudi King Salman, yes, will be. Okay, maybe they will need
Senegal level like King Fahad Hotel.
Exactly. Mfalanga replicate, but until it's very sad, Honorable Minister. So, Oman na possible no.
What na Oman possible?
But no, Oman possible no because atula masakunda man serious. Baroma Sakunda NPP manke masakunda melanko serious ta. I remember certain resource mobilization from Nico Adamaita. Yeah, Adam, one thing about him, I've got confidence. Adam Nasi the Cardinal Conodron, at he has inferiority complex. Adam Camino go Ninkara Mira, Tamanya Mira. That's one of his main problem. At him Nasi the Cardinal William Mira. And Adam go president from another wisdom let. You are on top of everybody. Nisi the Cardinal Kono. You are the president. But not to see the Cardinal Kono William Mira drone, at a calf on a miracle, remember killing Mirror. Put Adam found some resource mobilization. It's a very what a country that can do. What the president like a delegate to lead go. But Adam Abraham Karana element for do. But Poka run one yam. So what na OIC lose a lot because understand.
Maybe I'll even tell about the influence of a minister.
Thank you. Prime Minister project manager canal and CEO and whatever. I got president canal. He more excited to see the president than the project manager or the CEO. So at the end of the day, they will give us low people who don't make decision. Yeah, if the new president has resource mobilization, people who approve decision will meet him. But when you send a project manager or CEO, people who don't make decision will appear before you and tell people who make decision.
Yeah, so what they will do is they will just listen to you,
and
right? Entertain you, jot down whatever it is, and then transmit the message to the decision maker. As opposed to if the president goes, which means decision makers are going to meet him, and decision should be immediately right there.
Decision will be made immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
But when we go, don't understand, decision will not be made immediately. And remember, Amanga Gambia do Manga Bankote, Menka Saudi Noma Kolikola. Don't understand? Nite ele low molki. No one that they will just put your files aside. So all the bank will let the president ka wuli, ele prime minister ka wuli kata. Don't understand? Not the CEOs and their project managers and others. So all of them for OIC fenyamal. Ndonga member plan. Nga adama ke wura. Kontrama for abda diamula. We know ngal capacity load. Don't understand? But for the fact to president Natale, yes, he listen. That's okay. Somebody make a decision make a bank I see and decision is going to make immediately. You are going to have that money. But need to see that I'm confidential. It president Adama president from Kumanda. Yeah, he also has that complex. I have to be very honest. I take a bank president from Kumanda and we are equal. President Nantara Bengalodon, President, the same treatment of the Albera. Don't say, Adama President Brojoko will look at he also has that complex problem.
But how do you know that? Yeah.
Of course. I don't need to go into those kind of.
Accusing him of
Malafi. That's why I don't want to talk about certain things that the OIC themselves or the ministry of them should come and say. So I don't want to.
We're talking about the hotel. So Atola initial plan actually they did not go by that. So no,
I was also part of this plan. This Mr. Cham plan.
Oh, okay.
Don't understand? When that failed, we realized that ngalunko Arab bank my interest pour kany hotelo bill. Do you understand? So now we are like, but finding hotelo setlo, how do we do now? So we now send for request for proposal and request for quotation to bid. Do you understand? And we got few competent bidders that, in my opinion, are more competent than this. Yes, than this Charm. It's not it's Imolan. Imolan is Imolan. So when we started the process, as usual, bro, interference started to come. Bafoko, Makile recommend, and that comes from people you never imagined they can say. We presiding over our national process, our national affairs. People are telling people, Makile recommend. Imagine, who is Macky Sall?
Oh, Macky Sall.
Macky Sall, yes.
Well, Charm
recommend.
Okay.
According to those people, Macky and Sall, Charm recommend for us. So imagine a whole national process.
You asked a question, who is Macky Sall?
Macky Sall is former president of Senegal.
No, I wanted to answer de facto former president of the country.
Okay. Well, one thing I know, what is established is a former president. So when that happened, a process went up and down. But I remember one day, I told Mr. Cham, I don't deny you having means to get this money. Okay, but you cannot assure me, you have money, 100 million sitting in your account. I told him that one day, you can have means to get the money. But is the money sitting with you? That's different thing. Do you understand? There was also this day, one former minister, I can remember that very well, told him that, in fact, I searched your name on Google. It's not there. The man got angry. I told him, I don't put my investment in Google. Yes, I remember all those scenarios. Do you understand? Your investment, I don't put my investment in Google.
It seems like you are choosing, but even they were not confident.
No, those ministers, I can tell you, were never in for Cham to get this contract. I can tell you that for sure. I can remember there were two ministers. One of them left Cham in contract.
Are they former ministers?
Yeah, they are now former ministers.
But you can call their names.
No, I don't want to call their names. But well, they insisted. Maybe all fighting the fund.
So it was somehow imposed on.
Yeah, exactly. It was imposed on everybody. So okay, no problem. We give him contract. So when we give him contract, the executive imposed Mr. Cham on OIC secretary to give him. Well, when we say executive, you know that there is three arms of government. You have the judiciary, you have the legislation. No, I don't want to talk about those kind of.
We can settle with executive.
Yeah, you can settle with executive, please. So later, Mr. Cham is somebody He's very sophisticated. He's a very sophisticated. I don't want to use words here that are so negative.
Typical Senegalese.
Yes, he's very sophisticated. He can come. He has a whole national process. He has a whole cabinet. He has a whole secretariat. He has He did a lot of things. That's why when I saw him going to the court, I made a given statement.
So somebody fooled him then.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no. What I said was, okay, so we gave him money to come and invest. We gave him a contract to come and invest hotel. He ended up investing on a woman. I think this is what I made.
You don't know whether this is the same money. Yeah. So
of course, it's the same, Mr. Cham. So I was so disappointed. The hotel started now. But this was a very serious project in that National Assembly that I'm very keen with, because it's my legacy and I want to see some 5-star hotel. But anytime you call these people, what they will, in fact, yesterday, she were in the Vigekako is no more OIC hotel.
Yes.
You can.
I know very press conference.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that is no more OIC hotel
project now.
That's which is very, very, very sad. It's something you started.
No, but he said they have their own board members now. It's a company of its own called the Imogam now. Between the Gambian government and the...
That is what I'm talking about. It's under OIC Secretariat. You initiated. You identified their contractor for Gambians. So you can run away from your responsibility. So, but that is it. That is how Yankuba is. Because I know you can say black is white, white is black.
The charm was imposed on you at the time.
A charm was imposed on everybody. Charm will supersede national processes, everything, and the hotel contract was awarded to him. Do you understand? So when it was awarded to him, there was also this issue with... anti-crime also don't want to leave. Then later, Nene EC came there, and then now this is very complicated. But you see, the government has override every decision, even court decision, government override court decision. I only hope you have your court documents. Where government goes and come, you can all just land. Don't still give up that you own that. Anything can happen still. The records are there, and I'm so. This is what I'm talking about. So charm, the hotel. To answer your question, hotel project man keno because charm man kodo soto, charm man capacity soto. Charm you can't laugh on there is a radicin blue connection. You see, and that's why I say he's very sophisticated. You see, during the evaluation process, you can in original. And the evaluation process is just like a court. You preside on matters that is before you. You don't need to go into judicial activities to pick things there and bring it. No. You only evaluate on issues, facts, papers that are presented before you. And that's what they did. So even that radicin blue, later I realized, even that radicin blue connection, it's all fake. Imagine how sophisticated the man is. I from Korea, Chama Banco Bele Nyaku. Because it's like yes,
at least you agree that you are Nyaku. So
you Banco Bele Nyaku.
And I don't even
yes, but Banco Bele Nyaku because president, minister, not everybody, president Banco la select, minister, president la select. So I'm Bele Nyaku. Cham is very sophisticated.
Okay, so
I don't want to interact with that.
Revealed that the radicin blue was a sham. It was fake.
I don't want to interact with that kind of person again.
They had to say that there was no connection with. They had no plans in the nearest future to even have a hotel in the Gambia because the market is not there or whatever. And there were some legal things that are whatever.
So when the hotel, didn't that hotel foundational?
I'll leave that.
That hotel I think is still less than 3%. It's still, if you should go back, so I'm afraid again. Because your talk is more sabalon than when we went there. Go. Ndoko nyimbe he started parabolical. I don't remember before. Oh man, what you want to see is physically because now we should see some structures there. It's not about demolition. Yes, demolition has occurred. That's the first project of any civil works. That's the first phase of any civil work. But now what we are expecting say, because the summit is very, very close. Motol Minale, Senegal, so the man is still sophisticated. He's a very intelligent person. I cannot under it. Okay. So I bank will be full when hotel project on failed to say. And for me, with my honest opinion, I don't think Mr. Cham open hotel no funny idea another investor but not Mr. Cham. He cannot do it.
So you might have doko inkola the cost main inkota already. You might have is it Mansakunda because he was supposed to pre-finance even the demolition.
Yeah. So well, that is going to be how I don't know how do they do with the contract document. The contract document was also signed when I was at the OIC, but I cannot remember some of the clauses.
Cham level $1 government is giving the land.
The government equity share land net there, which was also evaluated. That was also in millions.
We are making a mistake and we are allowing us to be fooled. That thing of government is giving the land, Cham is doing the 90% came after they knew that they were all wrong and they were trying to trample on somebody else's right. Because when they saw the court documents all the way to the High Court, now to cover up their acts and legitimize the process, they went into a company, establishing a company and call it Imogam. But initially, it was 100% given to the guy to build Imoland. Everything was Imoland Sal, 100%. So it was later on, because of the legalities involved, they wanted to cover their tracks. They now came up with this thing. Oh, okay, Imoland. Initially, it was they established Imoland is government and investor, a PPP, so-called PPP. Then later on, through advice or whatever, and trying to cover up their gain, they now came up, 99% and 10%. Which government, which in the world, you will take a 10% as a government and give an investor 99%.
99%.
And it was all documentation
especially in a prime area
to cover up. But that was not from the onset.
So apart from this hotel, what else? What else do you think Amantaku? Because even this silol for Namyemufo, Jamal be complain kan ko silo la size ni amanya na dan nanunten. I don't know at all.
No, you see, I'm very frank. More silo la quality fenje. Niya fenje anytime I call you and I explain to you, this is the best road we could have I have to be very honest. Just because I'm opposition, I say anything. No, and I have to. I owe civil engineering profession fiduciary responsibility that I have to explain if people don't understand. Now, I think people can only talk about corridor because initially the project identified 40 meters buffer, 40 meters this side, 40 meters this side. So that 40 meter, we were going to demolish a lot of properties. And all those properties, especially the properties here, are high-end property. They're very expensive. Do you understand? But for me, I don't care about that. I insist that we must go with the 40 meters buffer. So when we went to cabinet, I remember we went to cabinet, even the president was there that very day. So the ministers, some ministers were so shouting. Then election was very close. Say, no, 30 meters is okay because this is election era. Do you understand? If we demolish properties, politicians and they are eager to get votes. They don't mind. I remember that day a very frank minister was like, how many Gambians live in that corridor? That's going to make the president lose elections. That was a very frank minister. May you so rest in perfect peace. He was very frank. I like his frankness that day. How many Gambians are living on this corridor? That's going to make the president lose elections. So, instead of 40 meters now, the politicians shrink it to 30 meters so that we are not going to affect a lot of properties. But that's a different thing. About the road design at a time was good and was progressive. You see, sometimes this traffic, whatever, Gambians, some Gambians are very reckless in traffic. Do you understand? So I think in social media, OIC road, but I was like, no, this is the best we can put on this corridor. Do you have the sky to put the road? No, it was on this corridor we can do the road. So traffic, what of silo for a mambang. Do you understand? So in slow mambang, sila dokula katra jam block kane, traffic ko kiteng. All those inconveniences are there. Oman kako silo nina design ne bata. Do you understand? I'm never in for that. Do you understand? Because this design was validated by international consultant, was validated by even with the local engineer. So we know what the road entails. Do you understand? So it's not about road design nemu. No. Number one is silo mamparedo kola. Number two is some Gambian drivers are very reckless. We all know that very well. Everybody does know. Nobody's observing traffic rule. But to say the road is bad quality, the road is small, and we have 3 lanes. And even that 40 meters was going to be 3 lanes.
You are only defending this because you were part of the people who designed it.
No,
that's the case here.
But the thing is,
okay, now, what is wrong with the road? What is wrong with the road?
Okay, let me come.
Silo Ninyatale, okay, but in Tanyamira, other sides, reinforcement, monkey tajele back.
The sides.
It could be dangerous to leave the road just open light,
that blocks are going to be created on every side of it. It's not in Mambang. People should wait for road furnishing. That is what we call road furnishing.
A pedestrian from one end of the road to the other. Footbridge nyanta sort of.
Footbridge, thank you.
And all those things are missing.
No, more Falanka may complain. Yeah, and this is highway. Gambian standard.
I still refuse to call it a highway.
So now,
but the footbridge.
Nikobe silo create everywhere. Gambian more better la silo kuntal, more better la more takila. Everybody cash will terminate from the road and anyhow they want. Yes.
Ginga deku way man li oyo mako highway. Why deku way? Mo war ñu def fa lolu nonu. Parce que yoon bi dafa nekk ci biir dëkka. Dafa nekk ci biir place yoo xam ne kër yaa.
In fact, I also forgot to mention that. The road also, because we anticipated business, especially small vendors. There was also an initiative that was going to compensate those people who are affected. Among the property owners, but even the small businesses around. Do you understand? The Gambia could lose as far as this.
No, but what they are saying, the design.
No, sir.
Because neighbor at 20 below, it is a cove no lighting for traffic light. From traffic light, the same thing.
Exit roads.
For Costa, yeah.
Exit roads.
No, exit road.
It's a poor design.
No.
But I am telling you, you people did a poor design to the Gambian people.
I
am telling you.
No, just listen. Exactly. No.
It was a poor design. Imagine, let me tell you something. You see, the road from Wulankama, right? Then Wulankama road me along from Brufut Anata. That place there, yalong silonyo attendant the kara sukuta, right? That place there, Naba Nyama, that place need to have a roundabout. what is going to happen when traffic jam men ko soto at that other place there Suguta jana at soto la because instead of you go up to Suguta yana ko ni for that place there
I understand your frustration
and there will be no
Gambeno that that's la sifa men
no but you must start con it's not about Gambeno
that that's la sifa men traffic mo rebor na nyamen na don every 1 kilometer it lasts ibe kofle dam data every 50 minutes it lasts kofle no this road doesn't operate like that don't understand no it I be start ko nyam boy to keno la auto it every 1 kilometer it lasts mo be tam bu ko na road ma no takila every traffic
you build a road you understand that caters for the needs of the people the road is not for animals the road is not for jinns and the witches and wizards.
You get it all wrong.
No, wait. The road is for people.
No, you get it all wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
You see, one thing I like about Gambia, if there is a case at High Court, everybody is a lawyer. If there is civil engineering work, everybody is a civil engineer.
No, this
I like this about Gambia. No.
Yeah. If a case is a court, it's a family member close to you. Of course, we have a take.
Gambia is not the first country many we have seen this kind of
go to Senegal where you see it terminated everywhere. You cannot do that.
So the roads inside
the footbridge are important.
What's very and during traffic studies, I talked to one guy at NRA the guy, do you know what we failed to analyze during the traffic survey? Ma understand ko nyineta ko ni slow banda population in this area will be exploded. Because now, more be sauni la korda to janne everybody. So we failed to calculate that. So when you slow you think the wrong side, people started moving around this area. So population get exploded. Do you understand? And now Gambia, everybody owns a car. Do you understand? So that but
that's not now.
Nothing is perfect.
People own a car.
Yeah, it seems like you are defending this because you were part of.
It's only depending because it was part of it
completely.
It was engineer.
I was engineer.
No, I'm not defending.
At the Suguta traffic light.
Yes.
Because it don't like a traffic control.
Yes.
I recommend I fly over in the Tarajel.
Yeah.
So no plan to fly over.
This is why I say no design is perfect. Yes, I agree there should be a flyover around that area. But now, in fact,
because you are blaming
when the ministry
driving,
when the ministry
reckless driving.
When the ministry,
so but this man is recommending that nim flyover man kiye traffic or the control naje. So that means
traffic
at the control. Even though the minister was saying it's not an afterthought, but it was an afterthought at Kasumai Junction because they had already closed it all along.
Flyover is still possible, but it will come as a project addendum, which is going to be very expensive.
So there is no plan for that.
But it will come with cost. You don't expect the contractor to come and do it free. The contractor will have to quote it.
Because the money is there.
Well, when that's why I said invite the Minister of Works and they will.
Let me tell you something. You see, you're coming for ya. You go fly over Kilaji. Maybe the cost me. But I am telling you, if you put it around about that, do you know what's traffic jam? Do you know why? Because let's say, for example, if you leave around somewhere close around Nuare Johnson, you have to go all the way to Suka traffic light. So all the vehicles they have, in a Coral Bay or they have to go all the way to Jaman Suka traffic light. Just give it an example. You see the way turntable used to be congested, yes, right? When they put the roundabout at Kasumai Junction, the congestion has reduced. Good. You don't have that too much traffic jam. It has reduced it.
ala intel harje men silo botana dame mafa e ni silo ke nyaawo nyan dimma problème mo be funtla kene nadi ni kuntum kije asdan o siarale ani accident sanyadi
no bayo it's okay no silo kan please let's be very frank you put that there bro no
mo kinu le ba
it's a busy road people don't go 100 it is you don't
go har baje ya bigele bari bu ka kuntum no bari wurta jabe ko na wala sa do ko
okay right that's my problem
Sado kono
a highway cannot be where people are living.
No I'm not sure I'm not sure Sado kono hako go gambe
yeah and that is why
is talking about high speed. ngakuma fo ite high speed ita fo ko sato kono silo me ko nying ya high speed road one nying kam fo molbe fingre menna e matraje look when this road design became I was I remember this place EFAS the French company EFAS came here and they did a design. In internet design, that time for imagine if you look at online, there was a video from Madagascar. There was flyovers. And then the side road. There was a side road. Yes, there was a side road.
Yes, the design that they saw was false. That was the false.
I told you,
it's a poor design.
I laid the foundation that no design is perfect. Do you understand? No design is perfect. There can always be improvement. Do you understand? I'm sure right now, NRA is on the verge of creating side roads.
And bridges.
Very,
very important.
Do you understand?
So that one is not part of OIC. It's NRA.
No. That's not part of OIC. That will come another grant one. That's not part of OIC.
Is it a grant or what loan?
It will be grant or loan, but it's not part of OIC. Because OIC is already signed.
So there were no side roads. I mean, as far as
no, it wasn't there.
No,
it wasn't there.
So it wasn't there.
That is why.
You see, how about
let me understand. So side roads will OIC.
Not a politician or politician yande. Near 40 meters allowed no. Do you understand? If I side now the road Bova corridor is now wider. This side roads can be created very easily. Where it's important side roads from Senegambia for 20 bridge. Side road.
So this side roads mantra plan.
No, it's not there.
So that means you don't have dokula.
No. That has become another contract.
But yeah,
okay, so
listen, I want to say one thing. Yalong is talking about the side road issue here. Yalong, I remember for them 40-40. I remember this 40-40 was something me along kabi ya jama jamano when the kabi when silo bondikam. That was catered already. So ni not now reduced to let's say 30-30, right? At least the 40 gap, the other 10 gap, you should make that one a side road. And I will get 7 meters.
Yeah, because already.
7.
No, there was no money for that.
At least 7.
Nobody said
we get something wrong here. You see, historically, when there was a committee we call Road Reserve Committee. This Road Reserve Committee is a committee all the stakeholders that has their services on the road, the GAMTEL, NRA, NAWEC, all the utility companies. So historically, do you know that this road corridor was 80 meters buffer? Historically? Yes, it was 80 by 80.
Okay, good.
Do you understand? It shrinks up to 40 meters.
So that is the fault of who?
That's physical planning and others. I was so disappointed, and I expressed my disappointment. We didn't preserve that big corridor.
You know?
Yes.
Ning atara kabring yabula a buffer of 80. Right? That is 40 kodi. Saying more million ko inataje. Or even if they have approval for physical planning.
No, those are legal.
And I believe
those are legal. No,
I believe some of them, if you check their document form, they don't have legal documents. They don't have legal documents.
Okay.
So now, oh, baby, 80 meters before.
Okay.
You sacrifice your development. I don't care who is affected.
Okay.
If President Barrow took that position earlier, we are not going to be in this. I don't care the vote.
But
What I care is the
science I them from. I blood will boy the mole babylon kawola ofana mu.
You can't refer what on tempo. Mantra can't refer what on.
Mandata can cut refer.
No, you can for what time. Can't refer sitale already.
But I don't know how can cut refer la kotake.
Okay.
What I don't agree with to say okay, Mansakunda nyanta naka. Nya bitila, you know, I koke anyanta kele nyameng, and they should not care who is affected. I disagree. As a Mansakunda, you should care about the well-being of your citizens. But however, that should not stop from the work being done. Do the proper evaluation. See an alternative, how you can cater for those people that are affected. Like you say, I've seen people, you want to do something, you come and negotiate, okay, you pay them off, they will go and find somewhere else so that you have a way, your full right to do whatever you need to do. Yeah. But to just come and do it by force like that and not care who is affected, I think that is wrong. And that's not how a responsible Mansakunda...
That is why you misconstrued what I said. I said, Ning development or not. You see, we have to be very realistic here. Development comes at a cost. There's no development that will come and everybody will clap for it. Somebody else will be affected. Especially road expansion, especially road construction. Do you understand? When I say government money in a Kela, it's like government money in a Kela, mekarte nyinola.
All right, yeah, it's not about Kartamo. It should not about.
Do you understand? You have to do the development. And I'll can you property evaluation. I can tell you, we put this was a project, and we put a lot of things in place. Do you understand? First, number one, properties were identified. How these properties were even identified? OIC was a stakeholder, NRA, physical planning, and lands. Do you understand? We told them to identify properties that are sitting on this road corridor. That was the number one step taken. Number two, voluntarily, these property owners must submit their title deeds, their legal documents for verification. Number three, now we said Minister of Lands. These properties are identified. Evaluate them. Minister of Land and Physical Plan, if my memory, evaluate this property. What is the cost of these properties? Each of these properties, so that they will be compensated. But what we should understand, projects don't come with compensation. If it is a World Bank project, the government has to do the compensation. If it is IDB project, if it is Kuwaiti fund, any fund, they don't give the compensation. They will always tell the government do the compensation. It's projects like the World Bank. If the government do the compensation, they don't start the project. That's one thing about the World Bank. You must. That's why now every project has what we call this gender inclusion officer, social inclusion officer, just to make sure that.
So are you saying that the compensation has to be done first before the project
starts? No. That was not anticipated.
You said in World Bank.
Yeah, World Bank. Yes, for them. Yes,
and that's the right thing.
For them, you will compensate.
That is the right thing.
Yeah, you will compensate those property affected, especially if it is about a farmland. They don't.
I am glad that it's part of the
World Bank is not one of the counterparts.
But are you talking about grants or loans? Are you talking about grants or loans?
Where?
Come like those funds. A fund they will say in California compensation.
It's either grant or loan. Funds comes in two. Either it's a grant or a loan.
As far as it is from
whichever applicable, as far as World Bank is concerned.
As far as
World Bank is concerned. They are very strict with that.
Okay, all right.
They are very
strict. And I'm glad that's the right thing.
So Honorable, the pre-OIC preparation, what is your take?
Yeah, anti-federal, okay, I think they did the right thing by, going around properties they are around the road, evaluating them and seeing what they are supposed to compensate them if the project is over. But it appears that, there was no proper coordination between because Honorable Memfo, Mansakundale Nyanta compensation killer, not the project itself. So in this case, Aboko, there was not much proper coordination between the different, stakeholders and in the project. That's what is happened, because the very fact that Hanisai Molbe Alongo Yela properties Soto, they have not been compensated, it means that something was lacking, the preparation, something was lacking. And the very fact also, the road, as I said, is beautiful, but the design, there is a lot left to be desired as far as the design is concerned. There are very few exits, you have to go all the way before you can turn down. And again, these footbridges, I always insist on that. Somebody living from one end of the road to another, you don't expect to just to climb and try to struggle to, go, and they must, go from one end to the other. There must be footbridges in strategic places. That is very important, and I'm sure, Malum and Honorable Nyolma will include in the design, in the initial proposals. But that is a must. Footbridges are a must, definitely. So, some things were missing from the initial.
It's not perfect. I said that it's not perfect.
What do you think about the hotel?
Well, the hotel was very, very important, because Niajeko, some of these very important, guests who were supposed to have been here didn't come. Yalong, there was a hotel, a central hotel where you have all these VVIPs in that hotel. Probably it would have enhanced security a lot, because security was very, very important. Some of them didn't come because they want to be taken around to different local hotels.
Locations.
You can imagine like Saudi Arabia, they were the chairs. They should have been here to hand over to the new chair, to the elected chair. But the king didn't come, MBS didn't come, and no other important personality came. Probably they are foreign ministers or whatever. I think that's, and all the heavyweights in OIC didn't appear at all.
Nobody.
That was a disappointment.
Very
So
big
Nyamira I mean, the hotel, the lack of getting the hotel was an implication, was a very important factor. Because if they knew that there was no place they can be able to stay where there is enough security, but they would be, dispersed in various local hotels. I mean, I think that affected.
I agree with you. It's lack of hotel. I agree with you.
So Nene, before we go to the OIC Minkira itself, so with the pre-OIC preparation, what do you think? Was it the success or?
Well, I don't want to use the word success because again, we are really using the word success in the wrong way and trivializing it. And I don't want to be a part of that. But then, I mean, the preparations from when the OIC Secretariat was set up, all this brouhaha of OIC, there was a lot of excitement. Yeah. Because again, going back to OIC and said, OIC. And the closest we can look is when we see it is Senegal. Yes. The preparations before, during, and after, ñëpp yaakaaroon and bugga pour mu ñëw parce que gis nañ lan lay def, you understand? Because, and yaakaar bi mooy ne, man suma understand from the onset, okay, you bring these summits, and by the time they leave your country better than they have met it. That's what I would have expected. And again, it takes a lot of money, and like I said, it's a lot of mobilization, which I understand the previous secretariat that was there before this current one, they did most of the funds mobilization. They lobbied a lot of fund. I mean, I have spoken to somebody who mentioned at the time they left, there was $120 million already there, mobilized already for the OIC, right? You have, and the other sad thing is, until today, you hear different figures flowing everywhere else. Nobody is able to show you tangible, documents to say, we've received this, and this is the proof. We've received it, this is the proof. And when we received it, this is where we put it. When we received it, this is where we put it. I heard the minister, when they said, okay, report, he said, no, report will be after they will work on the report. I had the OIC CEO say, even if they come today, they can do auditing, we are ready. Everything is...
Nena, you know what I told government? What government is pressing now is parliamentary inquiry into the project activities and financial activities
but
of
yeah,
OIC.
How many inquiries have you guys done and what happened to it?
No, but now inquiries will expose. When the government take action, but inquiries will expose.
We've had the
exposed now.
The
Honorable Minister has information now. Everybody has information. But
we've
now nobody knows anything about the OIC.
Before even we talk about parliamentary, we've had the Auditor General who has done robust auditing of different...
And the presidency is an opinion.
Hang on.
I agree.
Of different parastatal or institutions or whatever, right? We've not seen parliamentarians do anything about it. We've not seen the police do anything about it. Of course, the president said it's an opinion. So before you talk...
No. FPAC, I remember FPAC under Alaji Dabo, they give ultimatum.
And what?
Even the police. Do you know right now, so many institutions, the heads are under investigation because of FPAC action. I can tell you that for sure.
My investigation, why?
Yeah, but someone grab people. Whether investigation give result or not. But you cannot go and arrest honorable minister without investigation. After investigation, that's a different story.
But I'm telling you,
what I want to make clear to Nene is to say that Parliament, as a body, did not. That's why I say FPAC committee.
Parliament
FPAC.
I think
when you are there, what do you
think you are so different.
Parliament is a
investigation. You remember, there was a time, Rambo Jaranul and others. Man, for you remember it. FPAC ko pela kodogonye. FPAC ko nyata ka joroke. FPAC said they have to pay. They give them a date last date like for Niman John action will be taken. Or deadline will be capital and be. So now, what let me expect? Ning at Parliament ko ni nyata kelala anu nyata kelala. Saya ulung sita manke saya. What should happen? Mena nyata kelala saya.
As a Parliament as a body or parliamentary as individuals?
No, Parliament has a body.
Let me tell you one thing about Parliament. This partisan tricks and governance in Parliament is affecting everybody. So it's even affecting our oppression. No, why you said Parliament? No.
It's about the Parliament.
Let me tell you one thing. Where I want this is not a hard talk. Where I want Nina to understand where she said what has Parliament done. I said yes, Parliament has already summoned them and even gave them ultimatum to do so. But you cannot also go and arrest people without investigation.
How many ultimatums have you guys given?
Well, I would want
Land Commission,
I think to be fair to Parliament, they don't have the power to go and arrest people.
Exactly.
They can only recommend.
Exactly.
That
And that's why we stop. It's the executive, it's Adama and his government who are not implementing what the Parliament said.
If the police did not do the needful, so can the Parliament summon the police or summon the executive?
Of course they can.
They can summon the executive and say, this has to happen because they are the lawmakers.
This has to happen, but if they want to do it,
if
you say, let me tell you, Baro,
But you've never summoned
you can say,
You've never
you can
summoned
say, how many times we summoned the IG? In fact, my first confrontation was with the IG Ablai when we went to the Parliament. This is all what we can do. So now it's the executive discretion. Do you understand? We can see someone them to do it, but we cannot force take their hands and say, do this by force. We cannot do that by force. And also, Parliament has powers to sack the president. Parliament has power to sack any minister. But are we going to do this? Looking at the partisan composition,
it's going to only stop at knowing that you have the powers.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's only going to stop at that.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is,
Parliament is so powerful that Parliament can regulate this country. We didn't blink of an eye.
Okay.
But the Parliament that we have.
But the partisan,
Not the Parliament that we have.
No, we can't.
It's a political nature.
Yeah, exactly. The political nature there, you can do anything. Okay, now, I like for the Falco, Talboko, Ngabongo. Didn't I left Ngabongo Dogumbe Adam impeach it immediately? Adama did not give anybody vehicle. No, I remember the first day. No, I remember the first day when we go for orientation. This car is the first day. The first day being that orientation on national when we won election. We went to National Assembly. We call every National Assembly will have a vehicle. Because if it is coming from the president, it's in the record. I said it. Understand? So, National Assembly motor pockets for National Assembly, not Adama. Please.
Okay, thank you. Okay. That's continue about
the goodwill mung fa wonte nit ñi bëggoon nañ OIC mu am parce que buñ sété ñi ñëw ak lim mëna indil askan bi ñepp bëggoon nañ pour mu am té nit ñi yakamti won nañ ko waaye down the line ñu gis deviation and misalignment of interest and everything else and ñu gis ne fañ doon bëgg jëm mais dinañ fa mëna éga o duñ fa mëna éga waaye tamit dina métti te loolu gis nañ ko tey after buñ toogee di waxtaan après bu affaire bi happené niñ ko waxee comme ni ma ko waxee somebody has mentioned of the money that was mobilized by the time ñoom ñuy génn foofu noonu right and what happened to that money nobody is able to tell you until today now nga ñëw okay host nañ OIC bi again 57 member states okay you have I saw some people say 5, some people say 6. I don't even know which one to believe.
6.
Well, whatever it is,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly. So at the end of the day, let's say 10 more news.
Yeah, please, let's have one.
Let's say, I'm talking. Let's say 10 more news. At the end of the day, Lumuna Hera, they are the big wings. Nyo hamne, they're the movers and shakers of it.
They didn't come.
You understand? Lolo nenko nangul kuneka. I don't care who's the chairman, I don't care who's the secretary, I don't care who's the treasurer. They're the movers and shakers of this OIC, whether they are the chairman or not. And their attendance has a huge impact at anywhere they go. Now, why didn't they come? Right? Okay, nobody is going to tell you that. Everybody is going to give excuses. We saw the Turkey 2 days or 3 days before they saw the president on a phone call.
Erdogan,
yeah. On a phone call to say, okay, I cannot attend because of due to national whatever things like that. Let's remember that there was an advance team from the guy in the country. So why did they send advance team prior to Mom New, and then all of a sudden, few days before, they call and say, I cannot come due to national. Those are diplomatic terms. It's okay, because you cannot call your fellow president and say, you know what, I cannot come before, so your airport is not nice, or your country is not secure, or whatever. They will not do that. And that cannot even come out, or whatever. But them na nyona, mention nga ko fini, man lima don't expect ne, after OIC, right, you visit Basse, and the Basse people will be happy ne, OIC held na city.
Yeah.
You go to Koina, the Koina people will be happy ne, OIC, and but those people did not even know that OIC was happening in this country. Again, why is the decentralization of development? Why is the decentralization of the benefits of the claimed OIC that had just concluded? I ask myself. Again, we're talking about the auditing, call like me, call like me. But pare, hamga nakaling ko hati sa sen wahi consistent. Understand nga? Mbolem ku ci wax bo jëlé waxam bi mu waxon 3 days ago 4 days ago nga put ko at pa nga gis ne li mu waxon fi changer nako defar nako o wañé nako yok nako o genna du. So kan moy in charge, kan moy control. Everybody, all they do is the sugarcoat, the cover up instead of face the realities. The OIC should not only be roads, right? Okay, RTS ñew nañ fini cover nañ ñu ne free la dem nañ lan lañ bàyyi fini. They left GRTS the way they met it. So where is the benefit here? Because liñ doon expect mooy by the time OIC them, GRC would be bigger and better and more equipped, and the quality of their production will be top notch. Gisuñ loolu noonu. And it's not only GRTS in the country, because GRTS fuñ feel other media houses come up to cover them. This benefit should have gone across all media houses registered in this country. Everybody should have felt the impact. This boosting of these media houses, everybody should have felt it in one way or the other. So that by the time they leave, so it's across all the board. Airport, we were talking VVIP.
I forgot to mention that VVIP.
VVIP. Okay, now OIC Jehna, what happens to the VVIP? How many VVIP comes to the country in and out and go? How often are they going to use it? The maintenance of that VVIP, on whose cost and everything else. So, but the bottom line is, daga am ñoo xamne munuñ xamuñ demuñ dikuñ ñu akimo affaire gi def ko the best way they could, understand, and all that thing. You saw the day of the OIC itself, 2 days over.
I was in the province.
The minister.
I was very disinterested.
What happened to the?
I was very disinterested.
That they have bought.
Yes, the cars. I would have come there.
The cars.
I would have come there.
One thing, if he lights like halis bin jox na wek ayoy nono. But the day of the ministers meeting or whatever, light them off fufu nono. Understand? The first day of the OIC also, light them off fufu nono. So what happened? You know what I mean? And then you want to give, oh no, that happens everywhere. We have generator, but then the time of the light of the generator, like those are cheap. Lan mo to ñu bëgg substandard. Lan mo to ñu bëgg second class on everything else. And every time it goes wrong, you have them come with their big half-time justifying why it went wrong, instead of acknowledging that yes, it has gone wrong and they will do it better or whatever. Now, nga am 100 and how ñaata ka ñu dawal ko from Mauritanie ba fi moto yo delu nañ ba.
Yeah, dañ ko wara delo xam na dem na. Dañ ko wara delo.
Dem na
At the expense of the Gambia.
That's what I'm saying. Drive a car from Mauritania to here and drive a car to go back to Mauritania, right? Okay, delo nañ bobu nono. At the cost of no wonder they cannot pay the drivers. They cannot compensate them. And then they go nga jinda 89 brand new vehicles. I saw Bayo saying
87.
87.
No, 89.
89.
And in fact, it is pre-financed by Q Group.
Q Group, yeah, Ajib Bank.
It's not pre-finance. No, it's not pre-finance. I will come to that.
I see.
Okay. Well, okay. I am speaking because what they told us on TV. Well, that's okay. Man, I'll go because gisuma anything contrary. All I'm going to say, gisuma document, gisuma da liñ wax ci télé. Baro ak kako pre-finance. Liñ wax dañ ko pre-finance. Ajib Bank. Understand? Because there was a bidding and nobody else could have done it.
Espace Motors.
Exactly. They came. Espace Motors ñoko lini why the bank
it was not a transparent bidding process.
Yeah, well, you know, Mameja is the CEO of Espace Motors.
So that was no bidding.
Okay, I'm just speaking based on Linyua. Did it? What they said? I listened to it.
Yeah, that's what they said. Exactly.
Yeah. What they said.
Give me 1 minute. Let me lay the foundation for the vehicle project.
No, you will come.
Okay, so that has happened. Okay, that's fine. Moto ifeyanguñ ko sax xew bi jeexna. So what becomes of this moto yo xamne spending that much halis, understand nga, or dañ ko war a fay in any way dañoo fay xaalis bi because it's a deal boo xam ne sign nañ ko so now how beneficial and value adding are those vehicles to the government for them to be able to warrant them to pay that much money?
And
I ask myself.
Very expensive.
Very expensive cars. Understand? Now, why did you even go and order those cars when you did not even have confirmations that the people that are going to use those cars are going to be on the ground? Because I'm thinking that there should have been confirmations of everybody coming, all the logistics in place to be able to say, okay, you're going to stay at this place. Of course, the hotel mom, it's a non-starter. You're going to stay at this place. It's well secured. And then this is going to be your vehicle. Because of your status and your image, you cannot ride the salon car. We have to have a specific car that is going to worth 10 million or 15 million or 20 million. So how did they fail on all of those things? You understand, is a question. The bottom line is, I mean, give it to them. They can rant all they want. It's a success, but that is to their own lenses. But if you ask me, that is highly exposed, super intelligent, and very, very widely traveled, I know what success is, and I know what standard is. And this is nothing close to my own parameter of a success.
Thank you so much. Talibo.
No, Tapa,
okay.
No,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No, Bantaba himbe nyame inside. Ngamira tul be is anti-government. Anti-government?
No, we're talking about the OIC.
The OIC, you're anti-government.
Okay. Go ahead, just stay and talk over it.
No, but I
Can you listen? I am the commander here. Can you listen?
Okay, director.
So you have to go. No.
I disagree because the bottom line is wait. Let me give you.
You don't force people to talk in Bantaba. They want to talk.
Just let me come there. Look, he's labeling everyone here as opposition.
Yes.
Now you are supporting the government.
Yes.
More be diamutale. Now it is diam. No, it's okay. I control that. Me diamutale next. No.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Buba, follow. Mount Bantaba.
Okay.
And that's okay.
So, no opinion.
Yeah, that's okay. We respect
it. Certain kind of things at Yamu Seattle, and so many times OIC, Janaina, the caring, the Amtala, with different people. You understand? So, Yamu killing. Do a sack and do a cat and do after. So, until Benjamin from Wallam in the left out more in Badland, coming in at the OIC. Ye Minister of Information, former Minister of Information, Barola Masapunda, Yona. It is not a bank and what more of the OIC, the present people will be in BA. Many are long Kafoko, the dog work can be ya. Can't you Frank?
I think they make him
because certain people among us who can't run the money, but we are laying in this OIC from country. Yes. Yes. You are late. Yes. More let me alone for Malon de Lucas. So you are late now.
Go ahead, yeah.
So Neo more sin Dinaja. Honorable Sanyang Memfo, Minister Memfo, you don't financial respond because he tell them call me. Wala na ko Bantaba ni am balance sainte de hande mbodo je fan sita to ngal la moy bar moy sinna place to me alon ka foko be OIC kono aya kullo na banke o mo be ay wolo katambe
ati fanja yalon nyim platform
it
doesn't take
no,
just let me just come
no
ila moy do ngana I just want to make it clear because you touch my responsibility.
Yes,
I think Kabrim Benil invite her. We've sent messages in the group. Ngombe Jumala invite. You man respond. We suggested people. You man respond. We agreed on this first person. Walla flight you fail masoto. You don't respond. We invited these people. Ima respond. Why didn't you suggest that?
No.
But you have the right to invite them. And also, this and this panel, a more meal bijang abuka at a tambino la we cannot invite another person here again. So, if they're interested to come, just like what we did, can bring a drive-all interview. We couldn't have the OIC guys, but we later went and interviewed them. So just like that, neutral foreign after they can come and say, but for today, this is what we are discussing and neutral lebija. So we act on that, we analyze on that.
Okay, let me come.
Yes.
What's the point? To be honest,
so you see.
Understand? Malamai. But I work at Nyawa Yandi. Nte ajibe nyama, ajinyata nyame. Nte afubang, nte mafubang. It's all try no.
Okay, let's go. No, it's okay. Bye, it's okay. Bye, don't know, it's okay. No. Bye.
We always
it's okay.
People from the government.
Bye, please.
MPP kuma fokai dan ko iben na do ko la ni don faran ben na do ko la yo sabana ta jang do faran sabayana tinan nda ko fo
but talbo
you are even talbo
na ta jang bar beta mo men do sai
bar kana alkana diamo fe talbo can we talk about the topic now the pre-OIC preparation yani OIC be start la ite ala preparation o je nyaadi le that is the topic now
ntenga je nyame yela xamne ko la ki ya tandile yela xamne ko fo OIC ñanta kala ñame adu ntel ngaji le ka fo OIC tamatale ntela jiro fe adunga aketa ñamale parce que mammo moy OIC la teblo kono ga fo ko nata gambiale ñin ku kare mansoro ñin ku kare fana mansoro ñin ku kare mansoro nte mo jiji ngaya moy ay bla dan tam fo ida OIC la nafa be do tata basile bangana ta jalne bang ntela jero fe men importanta ay ke gambia kono ando aketa gambia kono kantu silol bel do kuta jang man sakunda la ngante do kuta ni ñi OIC la silo do ko keta silo do kuta dépense men bi jang o sitanu la do to santelo bank ani bank wala to ko la do la moy drone islam ba o islam alot mi to lan ya understand ka fo ko be ke bank wala to ko nano be ka ndenga jewo to man important baake men dara important wala min tiko OIC soto ta jang ana fa fanan soto ta jang ya understand so wo kamala OIC tata nyamale ntemar report je OIC la blato dambe yalon ka foko iba fala ko OIC nata jele nga ñin ku karle fo ni d'accord ta ñene to ñin dom ketale ñin dom manke nana mo moy je so kambe moy dro wala mu opposition men boko ko ya no sifal wala be jam kan dro okay ñin dom mu former ministre ya adam baro la man sakunda ko abe information bu ndaro ñin na wato la ndel bu ka fem moy ñin be je wato men jiartes ad wala information ina na ta moy la ñin funtita fende fo mo le mbembe yalla ko asasine de banko mol ma ndena na ma moy bar biago de ministry yalla dro ngaji akatar diam la kay tol to ku ko tol to abe
bugo itam on cool
ya understand
bugo itam on cool lo
ni ibe janne te ngaji cool lo
ni même ministère et la mona fa donc ni même ministère la wato me al fon fe yalon ko al responsibility mati he was doing it
kelim fonni la mo dro ndey na dro kana kuntu na do ita binale ni ita na tambe kuntu le na do de ni ta na da me kuntu le na
okay Talibo so memina let's talk about the OIC that is a personal attack on him
so attack like nyari
nego
ka kanya is a
minister let's talk about the OIC.
No. Personal attack.
It's a personal attack.
Ala minister ministeriality. So it's not personal.
And the next minister.
You lay in Banco lead to fight for press freedom in Banco Kanjam. When you were dining and when you died, So we don't want to go personal here, Talibo. Don't go personal to people who we are invited to the platform here. Go.
Can I ask you?
You don't want people to talk about this government. You don't want people to talk about this government. And we will talk about this government. Because
Can I ask you a question?
Talbo, can
I ask you a question?
He said, minister. Please. It delivered very well. I'm a believer. It's a minister very well. I'm a believer.
Can we listen now? Please,
I want to ask Talbo a question.
It's okay. Please. Can we listen?
It's very clear.
Okay. We are talking about the Silol before OIC and the hotel. Like it was a preparation of the Carola.
Excellent. Ñom tawlam ba silo sodota jama silo ñing quality ta silo betiata silo ñiñata e way si kita kan accident man soto je feo fendi man soto je mbola noma akita ni mem ko amanka ñama itela miro lo mode bar itela miro menti wala way si janga akitale
suñaro ketale
hotelo
ni me asunya ite samba kot ni me asunya ite alam banku din kendo la muita asamba kitola
so wara wadi hotel
wala ya mari bulota ya todi
hotelo ni
hotelo mom pare
hotel tio akumandi yaji nin kaja bari ndenga menje
mansa kunda ni tolle denda pour ka hotelo ni
nda manke mansa kunda wala nan dimba fo kay ko
is NPP mansa kunda
pi halli me MPP la mansa kunda bari MPP parti yo ne nyini kawala ha nde fem fole woto nyin ko ton
so you don't want to
MPP party. Okay. Demudi NPP party.
ndem parti di ngal
no parti di ngolem ya kana o lijande tali
ani mbaɗo ɗon pas sembulu je
no
ndemo parti di wala parti din kendo bari si même foy no wala ñinti ko ndela opinion le men tandi na be ñin kata men kono jam kilin te kala foroti yema sakunda jayi o ye OIC jayi ñin ko kono because
ila mo raje
Fo je men ñende fola. Dawo fole. Ila mo dum da.
bari yake
ñima fa jak
joma
luy foroti wati hamna
yan talbo
no madu ila wato bina silale madu ila mo ila wato bina silale bayo ni en kenna ni fananta sidante allowed la
okay say go ahead
you understand
please
adu mo la tele la
go no
you understand okay même bi je wala ñindi ko ntel na opinion la foka ñi ni te sunna man sa kunda jay ñi wa sila because ibeni man sa kunda be ñola e ñun dom bay ñun dom opposition député ñun dom problème o ba ni man sa kunda te ba ñun dom fana mu opposition de wol be lola le man sa kunda jay ba adu ngam dunia fa kono frem
ite ku do fola against Masakunda because
ite do mo
ite ku be betela ite so don't for them expect for ite go
Ask you a question.
hani karan ñini nga ko sono la folo ila moy ni ta wato sida sidi am ñing ko akoy telephone la planning it's not perfect yala yolo okay man sa kunda la kudol fana bije wolte perfect la so dunia ndo ñomu dala won ñala nga do ko ke ngata bayi ata fambe ko men kono ako mistake ko boko non o man perfect jogale man sa kunda te me yalon ka fo ko ebe perfect la kudol bari mo man sa kunda fana te keri sa fo mena amam fenke fereng mo la mistake ko mala man sa kunda barakanta yan o man president ke mo kurunti o mala man sa kunda ke kurunti ba te fambe dula me do OIC ay silo la ko mo fo jang do on logike asonda o designing ñing o is not perfect surtout man sa kunda la do ko
okay a ñinin kay la question la nga
ñinin ka
I principle.
am principle
You sure?
yes I principle
Wait, Masakunda against.
Joma des
Masakunda do drone. NPRC ni ado.
ha
NPP ni ado. Ngai mo fala ko iko ita kala opposition from Salafona to Aransaro, which means that
Gambia kono jam
being NPP Holland bi Masakunda falanto.
ni mo le carte fay
Ha.
ala yake mansati
Ha.
ntina bla do ko no la bita
man principle atana problem banko problem
sai
e man principle
sai ite fana principle dala ba
nda principle
ite na man tar man sakunda kono ite mu opposition tu dron
nda man tar
hako no ma okay ina tar APRC ibe APRC
mbenna
hari mbado do be APRC
mbenna
hari ina tar
ni
APRC
nda man man sakunda
hari
no masakunda
hari mbado do ibe APRC le bang
Can we listen now?
APRC na fa masakunda dolte
okay marbang ibe yalo ibe ku fula fo kanja
man sakunda APRC na masakunda dolte man sakunda fo APRC
na mbado do man sakunda fam ani political party la ruling i mebo de nyoto ntebe APRC ya understand itelle man sakunda bara mnen man do ko man sakunda ko aram barulat mbala party yolo kon bari man tere man sakunda do ko ya understand bari ite do may police nte
fa man kansulani
o mo nyini mo le bulo kon
yes
local government mo nyini mo le bulo kon man sa faire ke ka dum man sakunda ko ka fuko be nyim position tal like governor deputy governor whatever neno
Okay.
man dara so mo
Can we listen?
no buwa tamo bijele
OIC.
ite nan dara opposition
No.
ruling party
Ela moy drone. Can we go ahead, please? Can we go ahead? Bayo, let's go, please. Let's go. Because time
anyway bu abarka bake bidiamu ni akumada bake alors fana la moy nyola
ite dum ke la moy
okay sorry for because mal la moy la nyam ya ko boy
ma ko boy ben dola
ni kan ni jongi sabar. Go
jawo
ahead.
ni kan de ndial kanal kan bi fi la ke pour ka programme tiya
Okay.
no awesome
Go ahead. Time what you
Bua, you know, OIC, it was a big opportunity for this country. Akede banku dol kanne, ya men soto je. I mean, you should have.
Banku do kilinto.
Senegal member, let's do Senegal. Senegal men soto OIC do. I mean, employment la karol lambang, development la karol lambang. I mean, ila security la karol lambang. They have a lot from OIC. Ndol fana wo ku kilimo mfana nyanta wo soto je naji be experience we should learn at least among come ibe ko be talela but say Senegal la model ni yeme use say fenta no wotale ya fam ndol fana entam fansu miro tan na lakan la fenso do Senegal ma même fonso je bayal the opportunity men kara ndol opportunity mo soto ñun ko do la ken tol nya so ndol karanda so do tol lale ajana kala wor nyama nanan tol fayna miro na ka fuje but ñoo jibe in our case it was not like that Senegalese men soto OIC ko ndol ma soto je mini o sabu wala mu ka me lack of good leadership ñaton kaya kendo fenne me yalon ko kumata baake banko ni foto ñaton ko yalo dron ñaton ka kendo do banko ñing tarde malaka ke
So
niajibe OIC look naba nyama nya silo men ke foto one thing we need to understand here silo ñi 50 km road ñi julole we all have to understand julole OIC opportunity men dina wala ñundu ko na julo ñi na accessory no kataka julo ta julo me yalon ko among there is no interest OIC opportunity do na dina we all need to understand this one OIC because of OIC lam e julo dina from an Islamic so bank
there is interest of course
no 1% from Golbeje. 1% on them. There is no interest. It's only 1%. 1% only is for no interest again. I mean, you don't call it as interest. You know, on financial term, you don't call that as interest. You become interest. I don't understand. So, but Nina the Silabanyundo, the main highway, where there is interest on the main highway. But the 50 kilometer road, there's no interest. It's only 1% road refurbishment, payment. So come for you to control Nyantaka Kodo Dol Soto. May I lonko, Abe Bolen, Ibe Marco, because Neka OIC le Kanajang, and Arab Mansell left Kanajang, Arab Mansell Belef Lela Sula Fong do later Banco Kanjang, or Sula Fong Nyantaka Arab Mansell lobby wall. I'll fill the Allah Sita. Kanana Banco Tajang. It's time for you people to come to our country. It's our time. But to let Banco Ninka, na hospital Mang hospital Kendall Soto. So we should able to lobby for money.
That room for zero.
But that room for zero, but that room hakilo.
bara tel kilim le ka fo don tel banko be dependent dalo da malla wala man sign be jikri fanna
mambal talbo bela moy lambal so they don't take opportunity to use OIC la le kanyi arab banko ta ke dani na ful jamala ben l'hôpital barakan no nyame ndol len tak opportunity so ñu bulle ka fa ko an security je na security ñi nit ñu nam no na security fe ma enough motor soto police station je le be gambe ko ñu me yalon ko mo kende table. So in the security, we should be able to at least lobby not less than 100 to 200 vehicles in the police station. At the end of OIC, each of our police stations will be able to have a vehicle. You understand? And if you talk to some of this, I mean, you banko dolka, you tangible project dealer, you put evidence put before them. They will be able to help because Ali Nafulo dealer, Ali Nafulo is not for only them, it's for all of us together. So OIC is an opportunity for the internet system. We should be able to have a proper, very strong internet system because they should be able to have proper internet system. But they have to case jam lose to bail. Fine. Na silo fele because of silo fele do kuta amamba alma ale mako silo nyi bang. But ni na sign OIC fele keta sign. Nsa nyu nyanka. Masa jelle nata out of 57 head of states me alon ko wala nanyam banko kanja ni hajibe OIC do masa mela banko ka amatan porawula ni ase nyanta ala waro la se
fo zewlo mo yana
masa ni nata OIC la tari ko kono dunya kono dawtan ding OIC nyilam the 15th right ni ta hajibe 14 membe keda is the lowest attendance of head of states in kabing OIC started in the history of the world. Dunia lota OIC lota ro huma bimon kon. Where is a disgrace to us. Woman nyana kela. Me at no man because of our na level of preparedness for the event. Wala sabu. Hotel lo karo ya fujan. Ako ye nyaku. Mina tin ye nyaku. Hey, let me tell you something. Mo lebe dunia kono meli alon ko wola na mo wola do kolti. Kajibe bankol ka opportunity meli alon ko bije nim bankol ba sayna. Ibita na full tiol no makana full tiol lipa. Because you have a picture with the head of state. For the look, a serious government, let me tell you something, a serious government, before you, even if you sign a contract with someone, before the president will go and lay a foundation, you should be able to go and see that money in an account. You should be able to see, he have the money. And the money is already there. We are seeing it. Before the president will be there, the minister commander, even Masakunda be commander, ikata no local for us sonke. Well, was all picture in someone I tell module. I mean investor layer already I signed a deal with Gambia. You call the if the money doesn't come here, at the end of it, you don't let Banco image use. And then Banco, you have to protect the image of your country. After all and all, hotel Mansoto, you Mansoto, fine, nada, OIC kita. It was the lowest attendance of Fonko, na drive hole in and they are crying. But let's talk about the drive. But about the vehicles. You know, Bua, I was so disappointed that President Barrow finted a kalo, Banco Benyat Limola. Kaf Mohamed Jata, Kaf Press, Kaf Koidon Banco Ninkendoli, for preparing such kind of amount of money for Gambia Bajola. But I did do my investigation about that. Menketa Wala Munduko, government ye single sourcing of contract with the Mohamed Jala initially. Kabri Yadiala single source, Yadiala single source, Mohamed Jala supply winning. Say Tariq.
Now let's use Espas Motors.
Espas Motors. Okay. Tariq Musa, TK Motors Natana, can understand the government is giving Espas Motors to supply this phone. Tariq for a flag always. But after Tariq, government is owing Tariq almost about $39 million. So Tariq attended coming Tariq Yamoy, Tariq Yako, Alena $39 million because Alenu Kotako be the Mohamed Jal. Coming Tariq Yomara, okay, in Sayamuta, Yasamba, a form of restricted tender. So Kabiaga restricted tender, load 1 and load 2. So load 1, luckily, Tariq TK Motors now load 1 win, make it 50 vehicles. So the load 2 will look at 39 vehicles. So load 2 make it 39 vehicles, Espas Motors low sort of side. So, around 11, 12 o'clock, they award them contract. They give them all of them their letter. Sign. And
11, 12 a.m. p.m.
PM, the very day, right? So everybody get their letter. Can you be a letter sort of sign? They all went home. So in the afternoon, a minister and a person very close to the president, wrote a letter again because Mohammed, Espas Motors was not happy, was content because of it will leave Fungo mention sign. So they protest. Kabili protester, somebody close to the leadership, Mofula, ye chauffeur ko tanke ya ki through WhatsApp to TK Motors karan dala ko no sa president ya tan dilo ko sa I mean ite car la espace nyanda ka load load 2 load 1 supply nyanda ka load 2 supply elok mom but o fanan Amazon ke reply de elsande pam so manda do hinga bro flight la Brussels mom me fana Brussels so iben taje so kabi frere tumo me sai o tumo le kabi ben taje frere tumo me so tumo lem we respond katen dilo ko I'm already here I'm about to come to new sang yes and so obviously inte happen so ye kodo yala they did so government government la financing ke government first payment ibe la mo talbo government
la moy la political la moy te ben
government ye first payment minister bal bulle ele moy la they even pay them the first payment on ning ye mo do samana but in fact kabri futa je ya tara kulo was ready that was a kulo fele kulo me yalon ko nyanta kanaja so ni I mean no kulo moved the next kulo me mina I mean the vehicles will not able to be here than OIC so I mean like so in that now they have to tell those people put a kulo halt and that because of halt kulo we price when inflate kodenke so well in able for 2 days ye motor nyul sang but motor nyul I am still asking the Gambia government ninga men foten is not true 50 of this vehicle yetela bill of lading to TK Motors Libertad on 50 of the vehicles and the remaining vehicle Espace Motors. So when the vehicles arrive here in our sign iko fanti ko tarike ko TK Motors ko you stay aside because now il africa Gambian starts shouting kafa ko Gambian no me fonje nyun ko kono so say they want to give this impression to Gambian go now we have given this opportunity to a Gambian side. So it got TK thing. So TK.
Where did you get this story from?
No, I am. No.
It was all a cook up. Like
it was all a cook up.
Where did you get this story
I get this. Look, I get these sources through a very, 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 very clear person.
Did you see the documentation? Did you see the
even documentation? Even the bill of.
Why didn't you bring that?
Even the bill of. No. There is access to information. There is access to information. Sign. Bill. Now, I have said it here. Johnny Solia Moile. Dr. Cisse will hear me. Or maybe na program oji. Okay, say meme say ila mo dong na ndem banko dongol di.
Ay dum banko dong di atel kala file drom comme ale tare contact di kol ko drom al tole tere bo.
About this vehicle issue. Initially we
attention na diam bon.
Be diam kan.
But you completed the story.
No, I don't complete the story. Just 1 minute don't say. So kabiri ni moto be na ta jang. President Barrow na lo ka mom so kabiri fi na jang. Ye motor ta ye di Mohamed Diallo ta ay present. Okay. Ye ni motor jele. Ya ke nyame ya ke on equal ya ke on equalize motor nyul be. Ye put on a equal price. Equal price in Yaka World. Gambia government is paying.
Are all the cars not the same?
They are not the same.
Oh, okay.
They are not the same. Okay. And Gambia government is paying each of these vehicles. Gambia government is paying 12 million Gambian dollars on each of these cars. 12 million. I challenge them to bring the proof. If it's not true. I challenge the ministry and all.
Where is the proof?
No, but I am challenging the government.
Mansa beta dankulale for this allegations.
Anyway, now Gambian called Salon ko ni OIC ni to nyanda ka menso to je maso to je instead Masakunda inada ka rob. Red Cross la ko to motol. Red Cross me along they went to Red Cross to rent their ambulances. They already spoke to Red Cross. Well, they agreed to give the ambulance every day $15,000. You will bypass. They went to Senegal. When they went to Senegal, to rent. Ambulances there. Senegal people consult back. Gambia Red Cross. Pro Leo, rent ambulance relent here. Gambia Red Cross from Kavada. We're going to give it to you for $30,000 every day. So they give it to the Senegalese company for $30,000, and the Senegalese company give it back to them for $50,000. Each ambulance was paid $50,000. Okay, you know, likewise, Bosol for the same thing. The same thing will happen to Bosol. The Gambia GTMI for GTS Lamba, you'll bullet Senegal, Bosol Luas, and the bosses they rent from Senegal. In Arajang, Imana Bori, in Anna GTS, in Anna Gambia Bosol use. The Bosol will Luas them from Senegal. All of them have to be paid. And they have to pay them.
Why did they not? Why did the bosses not?
When they bought the vehicle, You make every vehicle you samana. There is a diagnosing app. They bring experts. Come ni moto na ta jang. Before I put in the fongo kono pour come moto kana pan local. You diagnose them. So if any vehicle may along go, a diagnosing mang is not 100%. At the end of it, you don't get into it. Use. So there is military,
One second. Bayo.
Yes.
Bayo. You made that damning revelations.
I am telling you.
Okay, hold on. I'm just telling you. I'm traveling next week. If anything happens, I won't be around. No.
Oh, what? Come on. What?
I will not be there.
Come on.
I'm just like,
I know what I have said.
You see, when I see people talking about these OIC vehicles, that reinforcement view that we have to fail. Because we initially targeted 300 vehicles when I was at the Secretariat. But none of these vehicles was going to be at the cost of government. Because we talked to a few governments who were going to supply us with these vehicles. So that's why when I hear people say, we buy, government buy vehicle, I get more confused. Because we're supposed not to. So everything that was put as plan for this OIC has failed. So probably government was implementing their plan B. That's number one. Number two, when I had the information minister saying government is going to design the fate of this vehicle, the best way government can design the fate of these vehicles is to resell them. I have to be very honest. Let them take this vehicle back to Brussels and to resell them. But one thing I know, the investors, Mohamed Jah, Tariq Aziz, I know how much money government is owing the road contractors in this country. That's in billions. So these cars, whether Mohamed Jah and Tariq will have patience to wait for, which may God forbid Adam Barrow to come back in 2026. Do you understand? But if these investors let this vehicle here, they will not get their money. I can tell you that for sure. They will not get their money.
But they get their money already.
Huh?
They get their money.
Well, no, they don't get their money. I know what I'm telling you.
Okay, so
they get their money.
Now let's talk about during and after. We are going to combine because now already during the OIC, what happened, and after now, because during the OIC we understand that the Mauritanians delegation or attack and yela bagas dol sunya. But after also you have seen the drivers now coming out saying go nimela kodo soto ni sai. What is your take?
My take on that is still a disappointment, the same disappointment. Because I was not here during the summit. I went on tour, so I was so disinterested to even know what is happening at the Secretariat. But during the tour or during the summit also, if you ask me, all those bilaterals we put in place for Gambian businessmen and women. You understand? Because OIC is an opportunity. So I don't know whether that happened or not. I want to see after this summit, which businessman will grow in this country as a result of your interaction with businessmen that came from other countries. Because we put all of this in place. After the summit, Gambian businessmen and women will have interacted with millionaires from other parts of the world to enable their business. And I know this doesn't happen. So that's the only thing I can talk about after the summit is going. But the drivers pay, I don't know how this happened. But yesterday I stumbled on information drivers also pick an employment letter or contract letter without stating the amount. In the contract, what kind of contract is that? For a contract there must be consideration, there must be a lot of things are part of contract. Consideration.
So this is the contract letter, there is no amount. Let me read it.
Exactly. So I don't know why the drivers also submit themselves to that contract. If I blame the OIC, you have to blame drivers.
If you don't sign it, you're not going to get a job. Yeah. If you don't sign it, you don't get a job. However, conduct it is everybody was eager. At least
this is too small. I can't read that.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the contract. It says reference to our just concluded interview, testing for the position of temporary drivers for the 15th summit of the OIC Head of State and Government to be hosted in the Gambia. We are pleased to offer you temporary appointment as a driver for the period of 29th April to 8th May 2024. You are answerable to Mr. Sidi Kani, Chairman of the Transport Subcommittee of the OIC, and will be paid on rolling at the end of the summit. We thank you and look forward to a cordial working relationship. So there is no amount.
A contract that has no consideration.
Yeah.
Probably there is offer and acceptance because they offered them, they accepted. But there was no consideration, there was no amount stated. So, but as he said, ni banku dingulu jarbi, banku dingulu batata. These are some opportunities because all driver ba mirala ko ninga price ni bende bondila. So everybody was scared to ask the price. Banku dingo ni jarabita ni batata ni sifa do naka keje. Because in that day driver ko jela mun na jole bo bondila. So every driver has that fear ko ninga price ni ngene event kala je. So mobe kita mo be jarabita do ko nyina pour ka so sa ende do ko won wonde yendata do ko la
50% are all
So
No, they are government drivers.
no yendata do ko la
biribe moto tala be jarabirin
yendata do ko la
biribe moto nyi tala be jarabirin ne
yendata
ba
do ko la
According to Fali also, it's not only the drivers. It's like you milbe to government for you to work with them.
OIC
They are not yet paid. It may be a compensation.
so
on the
annoying.
level. Huh?
In fact, sometimes it can be so annoying.
No, but maybe
how can you subject citizens to that kind of contract arrangement? For him to tell you it's not only driver, so it means that they have exploited every citizen of this country.
But he said they are going to be compensated, but they don't know when. They don't know when. I asked him where
and how much.
Yeah, how much? They don't know how
A
much.
summit that should many bank could do name when you will be explored. So which meant every temporary service provider for OIC was subjected to this kind of contract.
And guess
And
what?
Fali has the audacity to come and tell that to people.
These are people you have not given them money in advance. They were working, feeding themselves, because I've met people that were asking me for money to buy food. I went for a spa on Sunday at Coco Ocean, right? The security people that were there, right? They said they've been there like 3 days prior or whatever. It's their family members that will bring them, or the tourist taxi drivers at the end of Coco Ocean. Those people have lunch, they give them one bowl, and then they also ate the other bowl. So basically, food was not catered for them. We also saw on social media, the people at the airport, they complained about the same thing. When it was put on social media, few hours later, now they went there to give them food. Right?
There was one former minister during the Ajambe time. She went out to give food to the security, and they complained. And they even complain against that one.
Okay, no. I come in for hotel, hotel. Inta di luntang bed hotel to lunta hotel to be phone sanga. Del phone bed sirin dame ni moli sida na do moro.
Yere fa la haale bang during this conference.
Man ta
Ya ko njo fon ko.
Man ta.
And listen,
Man
they're
ta.
talking about
Man ta.
E kali ko ma wulu mo di la.
Nda kali le ke munela.
There was a trade fair
We're gonna do that.
The Gambia Chamber of
Ko de ga wulu mo do man da do la. Ye mo ko do sandame ni ta dame de ko la mo wulu mo do.
Wulu mo di ya.
Ye mo ko do da wulu mo do.
They paid them $30,000 for OIC advocacy.
But I want to start was a video. Oh, I see.
Yalo, hanna ta manke joti.
Mami legacy.
Hanna manke joti.
Mami legacy.
Nyanda ko mo tale kende man dañu fenna je.
Ale jole. Ni kala ko ni.
De president Adama Barrow ni ala man sa kunda be du ko mi dañu bam. Sama fulale.
Kala ko OIC ni.
It's okay. It's okay.
Kali le una.
I don't know why you people laughing, but this is not a laughing matter.
No, it's serious.
Citizens are exploited.
No, listen.
Laughing.
Yalo
is not serious person.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yala badal la mo do. Nga ben kanto ko. Ni mol jarabida. Man sa kunda mol jarabin. Ika fenta man nyana mentala. Ila moto abata la tumo mi ibi jarabin.
I'm a professional. I've been driving government cars.
But wo moto jarabin.
I'm a professional.
What I want to say is, in terms of the economic impact, when it comes to businesses or whatever, I know there were some entrepreneurs that were called on, and they put up a fair, a trade fair at the Gambia Chamber of Commerce or whatever. And their complaint also is, okay, you asked us to come and put up because expecting that the guests that have come, you guys were going to bring them there for us to display Gambian locally made products that we are making, but that did not happen. So basically they wasted all those days coming there and going, and nothing happened. They made no sales because no guests went there to even look at their stuff. So at the end of the day, how can you tell me local small businesses, Gambian business entrepreneurs, they benefited from the impact of the OIC?
Okay.
I mean, those are all things
that...
Let's continue. Let's give time to now. Everybody was talking. Simple.
Uncle, now let's talk about your article. You wrote an article about this OIC. And also, if you want to comment about the the driver's issue, it's okay. It's a corner. But take us through the article about OIC call.
Yeah, na article actually purka analyze wrong a situation of the I mean, one thing was obvious. we can call the summit a success of some sort. But the very fact of the heavyweights, Nico OIC, definitely those miral like the King of Saudi Arabia, the the Ayatollah of Iran, Turkish President Erdogan, and all the Moroccan king, and those are the heavyweights of the OIC. Definitely, it will be hard for Kafoko to succeed. Because what we expectations, I'm sure even President Barrow and other government they were not very happy. The very heavyweights of the institution did not appear. Saudi Arabia, at least they should have been here to hand over to the new chairman, but they didn't do that. So all those are all issues. Okay, Honorable Yememfo about the business community. It was an opportunity for Gambian business people to network with their counterparts who came to the summit. Whether Woketa or not, I'm not sure about whether Woketa, but that was an opportunity. We should be happy that we held the summit, and we are the second country in sub-Saharan Africa after Senegal for Kenya Summit. It's a very important summit, but the very fact for heavyweights man najang is a disappointment. So
how do you see the drivers issue?
The drivers issue it will fana current totally, because the thing is, this just ended. Yeah. They should give the secretary time, to work on the paperwork and other things. Ngamira dal inyanta time delay I'm sure eventually. But the contract ngajele ko contract ko keta nyame woman correct, because contract ko nyanta at least priceless sort of ni eta contract like be jola ni isalon ko be jola nyin, but the woman traje. That's a disappointment, and I think that's a mistake on the side of the OIC sector. But the driver for nyanta patience sort of kai time so that they can work on the paperwork. Then I'm sure eventually they will give them something.
You see, legally,
yeah.
I don't know whether if the OIC fail to pay these drivers, if they go to the courts, whether this is in fact a contract. Because all the elements are missing. There's no consideration. There is offer acceptance, yes. There is legal lesson, but the consideration which is key in contract is not here. So drivers, let them take it easy with OIC.
Yeah.
I think that's something. The question here is how much will they be given? But whether they should be given something, I think it's binding. But how much will they give them now cannot be justified, because now if OIC gives them each $100, they cannot contest. They can just accept it. I think but to say whether they should be given something, it's binding. They should be given something, because in the contract it says you will be paid on a regular.
Yeah.
It's not said how much. It's on the contract. It's not said how much, but it said they should be paid, and they should be paid. And what I want to beg respectfully to give them patience. What I want to define is like they're in a hurry. I don't think so, because everybody, if there's expectation, when you say, okay, give me service and then I will give you something. Yes, you did not say when you're going to give it to me, right? But the conversation should be there also for people to know. But if Boba has to talk to them and they say, yeah, we'll give them something, but we don't know when, I think that's also wrong. And an institution like the OIC, you bring 89 vehicles and spend those amount of monies. Honestly, I will not excuse you if you cannot pay me a poor driver who is coming from Jalonkoto or Kabada or whatever to feed my family. I cannot excuse you.
No. The fact is,
I'm giving you 1 minute.
The fact is, I just want, definitely I will defy with Uncle on that. You see, the moment you multa dokola, this is a 10 days contract, and then you first day, second day doku. So the account department should start processing, those presents there, to start processing their payments immediately after the event. Some of them, for even during the event, the last day of the event, they should be able to go to their banks and then, get their money. So it's complete failure. I'm telling you, accountability lacking.
Talibo, driver la
driver la Carola, yalo na jamaje kono jampan tel ni mala mun la daliloti ka funtina wonya ka o usifat bari man dingol ka fo menna linsrim fabo ke dimi foke ke bon ku jamala be ini mansa kunda tema driving la Carola ngalo i jamal botana ministry le hani la pademol wato do wo ka tambe lo kuna lo kum fula ina na protest so ñi don tele kilen don funko ko dara tele fula don yena ye protest
jaba bem MPP di non le in fact those who are talking to the media ne sudele or they were the one campaigning for MPP during 2021 let me drive hold ne sudele
maybe
I know them very well
man understand bari comme jawo ya fa nyame
MPP drive hold
itariata le proka protest ya understand o ka o kuma sifal okay Mr. Jawo ka da mem fanam fo ka fo ko lundang bal manna at the side of this story I offer and fana na mira ko so fo no wala mu ñindi ko dunia mbete mo men do say mo mo ni la jawolem
taninna kabunan banku do kana banku do wato banku do bije asi wa mon to wato jama si man futa nan jam muslimol bette mo men do sayente surtout ni mansa kewdo ibe kelo la kono muslime ya kelo e bolo kono pour ka so many hours ta kana ni banko ka ja hana manke banko la sécurité woni tel found ka silo la sécurité ni iko haymele kaje ka foko aussi hamnole so ni mo bula nan o kumata par fo OIC fan na start problem nyinti bang dia ko ya president nyanda talal
2 months back la Saudi e commandé they all went to Saudi
so but
2 months back Saudi e commandé all went to Saudi
so tambila la juro la fo fende
they get in the flight they went to Saudi
ila moydro asikeno
they all get in the flight and they went to Saudi
asikeno ala mande ba ni sinano jamma si boy
Saudi prince the Saudi prince be commandé 2 months back the Saudi prince be commandé and they all went to Saudi this OIC evidence for
i koronte tade ite biri kabiri be dila $20,000 OIC ema koronte ema koronte OIC mo yo dokundi ime koronte tade
maybe if I'm 5,000 let's say like that askeno if I'm 5,000
please
ina da fala ni juna na wala muiti man son da fen fala ni
amina ka ko ka ana ko kayo ana ko kayo hino boro
okay
OIC
I want to see the video. I want to see it.
No, a video ni na installe. Yalla o dumo elo kene ko be wuri kan nyame bana wuri da wonyane.
Thank you so much. Ngal tintu kal je bangi be ken fado jibe kanno the grand Bantaba program o nganda luntangol tintu ke je bake kana nyim program o nga uncle de Jawo tintu ka je bake because nga invite wato minna suti ata bake la bari anata nole alhajul be bula pour kana ke danko ntolla jang nga tintu ka je bake pour kana nga honorable ya Sanyang fanan tintu ka je bake pour kana the grand Bantaba for the second time uncle de nyine matela first time di ngebe tintu pour kana nyim program o na sponsor kabo smart GSM technology alta tabo ko ale mobile kenne kendol soro alla ila branch mimbe talending opposite fa baka to mon jarala kodato wala alsita Latrikunda bambo gara soro je wala basi opposite eco bank balaje alsit albetarra jele alsitano ker find na lafta korda soro la don ko ngafa nyame ila ker series finditale burfoot korda lorim bandingol bijele bari kenol fanam bijele na traité lafta bungo plano min lola don iba lole le bitin kari dantang ay pare alta ila nombalta screeno to MFH group LG ning suñu ker ngebe tentu ke jay bake kanyum programme fasa ka sembentu yandi alta ila kundal to ka electronic bagas kende kendolu sang mi alon koy be Gambia banko kan jang fo na technician of course Charles Levier Sire Drame Lamin Diallo Mamingom anindima ngebe tentu ke jay bake
mamelo coffee man nabi
ala coffee man nabi
wala sinoto
ala barka bake fo arjumandala bye bye.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Sensei Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash power purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.